turning dreams into reality. In the lab with the formula and chemistry. Your memories spark and motivate and make the industry shake. We put the bars in the place, so talking one chance at best, yes. Painting pictures for the culture, keep the brushes fresh. Flip the cover with the drummer, passion never rests. Freedom is our teacher, under pressure, now we blessed. See, I was so good for the gold. Hello, I start this gangsta show. Mr. Hunter, thanks I get. Hello, I started this gangsta show. And it's the mother thanks I get.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. My name's Ethan Van Sciver. I'm a 27-year veteran of the comic book industry, world's most charming, elegant, eloquent, and yet humble man. Great big Star Wars fan. It was fun to do a Star Wars video yesterday. Trusted member of the media. You know, you can trust us. We actually, we're not here to lie and dissemble and deceive. We're just, laying things down and making things plain and clear. Hello, everyone. Let's see who's here. John Robinson's here. He says, I'm sorry, VIP is here. He says, Fragga boom. Where's my boy Cecil? Cecil is not here today. Let's see. Where is Luna or we Riot? Well, I don't know if we can get Luna on. But one thing that I know, one person I know we can get on is your boy Zack. Hey, Zack, how you doing?
Hey, how's my audio?
You sound great.
Okay, the fan's on because it's Texas in the summer, and I wanted to make sure that wasn't ruining it.
Oh, yeah. No, it actually sounds just fine. Everyone, I'm sitting here working. Zack, I'm listening to this Luminary audio show from ABC News. It's like a 10-part radio show documentary about Jeffrey Epstein, and it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just waiting for a reaction there, and there we go. Okay, so it's good. And then all of a sudden, I get a little bing from your boy Zack on Facebook Messenger, and he's just like, hey, man, we got to go live. And when Zack says we got to go live, we got to go live.
Yeah.
Find out what's up. Now, I didn't know what was up, but you let me know. Before we get into that, let's just show everyone in the chat. We've got 500 people watching right now. I'm sure more people will come in. Want to advertise a couple of comic books, and the links are in the description. If you haven't yet backed Do As You're Told, this is your boy Zack's new comic book. Hey, what's this one about, Zack?
That one's about basically right now, kind of like all the riots from last month, and this guy from an insane asylum, he gets freed, because the riots start burning down his asylum. He gets out. And he loves it. He's like, he's been in an asylum his whole life. He's like, this is what the outside is like. I love this. So he's just having a good old time with, riots and protests and shootings. And it's kind of a crazy person, almost kind of giving a commentary on current events.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, it's almost like, look, this is the world that we've made right now. This is the society that we built for ourselves. Everything that's going on outside of our doors should be entirely within our control, and you'd have to be crazy. You'd have to be a lunatic to really enjoy it or think it's the way things should be. So, beautiful artwork by Kelsey Shannon here.
Oh yeah, fantastic stuff.
Yeah, Kelsey's work is alive. As I look at it, it moves on the page. Kelsey's just really, really good at just slick figures that are in motion. His work is just fun. So, I guess we can expect a third book kind of in this vein, because your first one, which was called Pandemic, was also kind of like this. It's like, hey, this is the world right now. I'm making a fictionalized account of it, my own version of it. So this is your second. You're going to do a third one after this?
Well, just from being a student of history, these things tend to happen in threes. So whatever crazy thing is going to happen in a month or two,
that's probably death. That's celebrity. Celebrity deaths happen in threes, not Richard C. Meyer comic books, but.
No, I'm talking about current events with, just all the craziness. It feels like another thing is going to happen this year.
Yes, the election. And I'm sure that in and of itself probably warrants some kind of a comic book or commentary from you. just about the way people behave directly after and before. It's lunacy. Every 4 years, the entire world seems like it's coming undone.
I don't know. I remember thinking things were crazy in 2012, and it looks so peaceful.
Yeah, things are getting worse and worse. It's amazing. Well, back to as you're told, guys. The Ballad of No. The link's in the description below. Cyberfrog 2 Wreck Planet is inching up there. We passed $1 million.
So what is the deal? I still get confused. There's a large toy and a small toy on that thumbnail.
Yeah.
So how do you get them?
Well, it's pretty simple. We raised so much money on Wreck Planet. This is the Jay Lee cover. This is going to be Chromium. Jay Lee Chromium cover of Wreck Planet. There are also 2 others. There are 2 other covers by me that you can choose from. And anytime you buy any copy of Wrecked Planet, you're going to get this free Cyberfrog PVC toy. It was a stretch goal. We did so well that, yeah, absolutely. I mean, we did so well that the $25 that you spent on your copy of Wreck Planet is going to get you so many more things. You're going to get 6 trading cards, 2 big fat Dazzler stickers. You're going to get a Cyberfrog keychain with a nice rubber Cyberfrog on it. You're going to get a PVC toy and 2 extra bonus comic books for $25. So you're getting this PVC toy for every copy of Wrecked Planet that you purchase. And then, I decided to make a Salamandroid to match it. And the Salamandroid is an extra $25. So
that's only $25.
Yes, he's got.
Somebody just sent me a link. They're doing a Sentinel that's like to scale for, it's like 26 inches tall. Yeah. I think that thing's something crazy like $200.
Holy shit. Well, when we do the Cyberfrog action figures that are articulated and I think like 6 or 7 inches tall, we're going to do a Salamandroid. And they're already telling me the Salamandroid is going to be the size of a football. You realize that, right?
Wait, is this I thought this Salamandroid was an action figure.
No, this is just a PVC toy. And it's also very, very big.
But I mean, it's very like 3D. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
he's got the tail and everything. That's all one piece of PVC?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't even know that was possible.
Well, Zach, I'm going to have them tomorrow. They're sending me over the paint masters for both of these, and they're telling me I'm going to have them in my hands tomorrow.
Are you going to lose money?
Yeah, of course. But I mean, well, first of all, this isn't my money to begin with, is it? I mean, this is backer money that's given to me to make product. That's what Indiegogo is all about. So, you give me $1 million and I can make stuff. And I mean, then I sell the stuff, and that's where I get money. Like I give everybody their stuff that they, their perks that they get, and then whatever's left over, I can sell all year long, and make a really, really nice profit. So
then you got your eBay store.
Yeah, eBay does great for us. We make a lot of money on eBay. Andrea runs the eBay store, and we must make $10,000 a month off of eBay.
You're always telling me about the eBay thing,
Zach.
eBay.
Yeah, wake up. I mean, look, people are going to want your extra comics. They missed out on Jawbreakers 2, they missed out on Jawbreakers 3. They missed out on, Iron Sights. You should have an eBay store where people can go and buy that stuff. And if you buy from our eBay store, you get them in 2 days. So we ship immediately. We ship really quickly. And people are extremely happy with that. That's where the money is. That's where this is great. This allows us to make our product. We give everybody their rewards, their backer rewards, and then everything left over we can sell. So it's a little adjustment in thinking. Whereas before, it was kind of all about, hey, what can we keep that's left over? But yeah, now it's about making that extra stuff.
I can't believe that thing's PVC. I didn't even know you could make like a complex thing like that.
Yeah. Well, I'm working with some of the best toy makers in comics. I really am. At this point, we've got the guys who were running DC Direct and other guys from Sideshow Toys to manage this for me. And I'm learning. I'm absorbing all this stuff like a sponge and trying to learn how to do this, because toys are where I got to admit, I love the toy industry. I kind of really do want to make toys. If I can, so we'll see. Over here, Cyberfrog Unforgettable Tales, Zach. We just passed 200,000, $202,750 with 3,700 153 backers, and we're shipping these out next week.
Everyone's jumping up. Like, I don't check these things for a couple weeks. Frega's at like 180,000 or something.
No, I think he just hit 171. Here he is right here. Yeah. I mean, look, once he just jumped up again. Yeah, I mean, when we do promotion, when we do these Comicsgate live shows, people know about it. It's like QVC, but funny. And, everybody makes money. So we're here to sell comics. I mean, ultimately, that's what Comicsgate should be doing. And that's what the comic
Speaking of selling comics.
That was a nice segue. Yes, selling comics. So you hit me up and you just said, look, sales figures came out for what is this? Is this the fourth quarter of 2019? What are we looking at?
No, it's the whole year. So ICV2 and Comicron, they do this report. Now, last year they had it in May. This one it took until July, but they just released it. And of course, I get all of these reports of the usual suspects, like trying to dunk, like, haha, sales are up. These people never read past the headline. And that's what makes it such a joyous day.
Okay, so let's take a look at the article in question here, and let's talk it through and figure out exactly what is going on. Here we go. Comics and graphic novel sales top $1.2 billion in 2019, according to new estimate by ICV2 and Comicron. This guy Milton Greep is something else. All right, so in an ICV2 release, comics and graphic novels topped $1.2 billion in 2019, according to a new joint estimate. I need a joint. You know what, Zach? One of the things that I always complain about with my audience, and this is an aside, nobody gives me drugs. Nobody does. Everybody else gets drugs. I don't get any. I'm drug free. It sucks. All right, a new joint estimate by Comicron's John Jackson Miller and ICV2's Milton
Did you
Greep.
say that because they had the word joint?
That's all. I saw that and went, a new joint, so that's all it was. Total comics and graphic novel sales to consumers in the U.S. and Canada were approximately $1.21 billion in 2019, an 11% increase over sales in 2018.
Take that, you incels.
Yeah. The increase was
Just
due
wait,
to...
it's going to be hilarious.
I know. The increase was due to... First of all, wait, should I stop for a minute and just show like
you just want
on
to
Twitter?
Just cut to the chase?
No. First, maybe we should show an Comicsgate on Twitter. You want to do that? Let me show that.
I know Ron Mars did one.
I didn't... Well, Ron Mars has me blocked. I mean, that guy's such a fucking... But this guy right here, Tim Seeley, always worth tweeting stuff about how well comics have been doing, even though I know a bunch of people will tell me comics are dying immediately afterwards. And there's the link to the article we're reading. Hey, man, Comicsgate and EVS say comics are dying. If they're wrong about that, then they must be wrong about everything.
Oh, please, you're at the Italian restaurant and they did such a good job, and now the guy comes, hey, would you like the freshly grated cheese? You go, yes, this was already perfect. Yes, I will take that. Oh, these should we give it away, or are you gonna are you gonna Garrison Keeler this thing?
Well, I know we don't have much time with you. We got about 30 minutes with you, so this is a quick stream. I'm working anyway, but let me read through this real quick. So, all right, total comics and graphic novel sales to consumers in the U.S. were approximately 1.2 billion in 2019, 11% increase over 2018. The increase was due to continued rapid gains in graphic novel sales in the comic book channel and single-digit growth in sales of periodical comics and comic stores. Single-digit growth.
Oh, we're gonna find out that even might be a mistake because there's some graphs down here that are so delicious.
I love graphs. Print comic sales had never before topped 1 billion in current dollars, and one has to go back to the boom of the early 90s to find sales at or above the level when adjusted for inflation.
Okay, so have you ever been on a stream with Heels versus Babyface where he does the whistle sound effect?
No.
I need that so much because they just did the worst apples and oranges comparison ever. The early 1990s comic book industry was the direct market. That was it.
Mhm.
If you went into a bookstore, they had Watchmen, Dark Knight Returns, and Garfield. That was it. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, we just beat, we meet or exceeded comics in the early 1990s. Is like, oh my gosh. No.
You
You
have
guys
to know that
were
isn't
matched
true.
last year in floppy sales.
Yeah, you have to know. I mean, that right there is absolutely absurd. You have to know. Are you feeling like this is 1990? Are you feeling it? Because most people are not making any money, and Batman sales are down to like 30,000 copies. So you have to know there's something fishy about that. All right, so the massive shift to graphic novels as the preferred format for comics continued in 2019. We kind of anticipated that. I've been
Yep.
saying that all along. Creep said, bringing
Us
sales.
and everyone in Europe 40 years ago.
Exactly. Yeah. People are like, why aren't you doing floppies that are $4 and putting them in comic shops? Because things are going this way. People want graphic novels, not floppies. Bringing sales in the book channel above the comic store channel in North America for the first time in the history of the medium. Sales of kids' graphic novels on the book channel, which include chain bookstores, which is where DC's going, mass merchants, major online retailers, and scholastic book fairs. Big scam there. We're once again driving the format. Digital sales were back to 2018 levels as the growth in catalog titles across major platforms slowed. Sales of periodical comics in comic stores were up in mid-single digits. The pair also commented on the challenging environment for comics and graphic novel sales in the COVID era. Well, that's not yet. This is 2019. Demand for comics content remains high, and retailers have been finding inventive ways to fill that demand. The comics industry has displayed resilience during many difficult times over the decades. While the pandemic may prove its biggest test yet, 2019 provided the business with a strong base. Is this just gaslighting?
Yeah. So they're pre-excusing, they're gaslighting. This Miller, he's the guy who said, hey, yeah, COVID is bad, but the good news is the industry was stable in February. We just need to get back to February. But I don't actually. I looked at the graphics more because this is some dry, boring stuff, and
All right.
especially if you can show that 2018 one I sent you the direct.
Okay, so let's do that. So here's 2018, and let me back out a little bit here so we can take a look at this. 2018, we've got graphic novels, 635 million, comic books, 360 million, digital comics, 100 million, total sales, 1.95 billion for 2018.
So then, yes, if you go to the other one for 2019.
Oh, now I'm going to 2019. Okay.
Yeah, you need to go to by format. So yeah, to the bottom. Yeah, the bottom.
Is this 2019? Okay, yeah. By format, is this it? Where do you want me to go?
Just go to the right one.
Okay.
Right, there we go.
Okay.
So I messed up one of these during my video, and it's so hilarious to see all of the dying industry try to dunk on us without reading past the freaking headline, and to find out that, well, go ahead and show it. Let's look at comic book floppies from 2018 to 2019.
Should I go back to 2018?
Yeah, go to 2018.
All right, comic book
Look
floppies.
at no, you're on the wrong one. Grandma, you're on 2018. There.
Yeah, you wanted me on 2018.
Other tab. No, Grandma, you need to be on different tabs.
Different tabs. You want me to just no.
Okay, okay. There. Yeah, so go back and forth.
Okay.
So go back to 2018.
Yeah.
$360 million in floppies, $100 million in digital. 2019, $355 million in floppies, $90 million in digital.
Those sales are going down
in 2 out of the 3 types of formats.
Those sales, they went down. What?
They haven't been talking about graphic novels. They've been saying my digital, and they'll be like, these YouTubers, things are better than ever in comic shops. And maybe for Funko Pop dolls, but your floppies are down and your digital's down. 1% for the floppies, 10% for digital. And those graphic novels, that's all graphic novels. That's manga, that's Raina Telgemeier, that's Dogman, whatever that dog superhero for kids.
It's
and that's
manga.
us.
And it's also us, isn't it? As it turns out, there is an increase. There's a was it 25% increase
Yeah,
in one department, 25% increase from 218 to 219. What is that?
it is. Well, they call it other channels, but what it is crowdfunding.
Oh, wait a second. So the increase, basically, again, once again, decrease. Here we go. From 2018 comic books, 360 million over here, 355 million in
Down,
2019, down $5 million. Digital comics, 100 million in 2018 and 2019, down to 90
down.
million. Down, pencils down.
Everything down. Everything in the direct market or related directly to it is down. But cooking manga books are up.
Holy shit. Why are they like this?
They're losers.
Hey, man,
These people can
comics.
lay flat on the ground and still figure out a way to break both of their legs.
Comicsgate and EVS say comics are dying. They're wrong. They must be wrong about everything. Always we're tweeting stuff out about how well comics have been doing, even though I know a bunch of people will tell me comics are dying immediately afterwards. We don't have to tell you. Here it is. Here's 2018, 360 million digital, 100 million. And then over here, a year later, dummy, $5 million loss here, $10 million loss here. Graphic novels are up because this is manga now. And it also appears to be
and YA
and young adult. That's right. So this is where things are going. The comic book industry as we know it right here. This is going down the toilet. Why are they lying about this?
They're, like I said, they're losers. They're petty. I mean, just it all comes back to them being losers. We have basically created a whole new frontier, and they've just lost. They've lost all control. So we get to go out there and just cut down our own forests and build our own territory, and then anyone who can actually appeal to normal audiences, kids or manga. There's a ton out there. There's so many sales to have, or you can just sit there and endlessly. Did you see my video about the Harley Quinn by Sam Humphries?
No, I should watch that though. Why?
Harley Quinn is in a fist fight with Granny Goodness. Harley Quinn can now somehow physically fist fight with people from Apocalypse.
Oh, you sent me this. Yeah, you sent me this. I saw this.
Harley Quinn actually does a "Who hurt you?" and then Granny Goodness literally just stops in the middle of a fight and starts talking about her traumatic childhood. Like they're literally using things that they think work on Twitter. They always like to do that "Who hurt you?" and then people leave and they're like, "Yeah, got him." And it's like you guys are usually using Twitter tactics in superhero comics. And Harley Quinn, most popular DC character out there, the ongoing series 22,000. Meanwhile, you take any YA, author that nobody's heard of, you give her Harley Quinn, and she'll sell magnitudes more.
Yeah. Look at this. Let's just really quick. The other channel, the other in quotes channel in our channel breakdown includes newsstand. That's periodical sales through specialty retail. That's Walmart. That's Allegiance Arts. And mass merchant chains and crowdfunding, Kickstarter, etc. Right, Indiegogo, you motherfuckers.
Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna see it. The next sentence is gonna get more than a motherfucker out of you.
This year, those two channels each accounted for roughly half of the other category.
Oh shit! They're saying $25 million for other, which is basically floppies and gas stations and crowdfunding. Okay, I looked it up. There were $16 million in comic sales on Kickstarter last year. So I am claiming this entire other category. I don't want to hear about, what is that called? The one with the Bucky the Beaver as the mascot.
Yeah.
Sheets. I don't want to hear about Sheets. Alterna got out of that like a year ago. There is no floppies basically anywhere. So that other category, that's our category.
That's us. And we're definitely up. We are definitely up this year. There's no doubt about it. We're watching it happen across the board. Sources for the information include MPD BookScan, which collects weekly point of sale data on
All
print
this
books.
stuff is boring. This is just boilerplate.
Nonsense.
Yeah. But I just thought it was hilarious to have all the usual suspects trying to dunk and nobody read past the freaking, literally the headline.
So the comic
Their
book
world,
industry,
which is floppies and floppies made into digital, down in both format types. Our world, not just up, but more than double the growth of the second. So the big success is that graphic novels are up 11%. We are up 25%. We have more than double the success of growth of the entire rest of the industry, percentage-wise.
yeah, unreal. And we're not even working that hard. You know, I'm
No,
floating
seriously,
around my swimming
we're
pool.
both wasting a lot of time.
Yeah.
That's why I told you I can only be here till 6 because so many things happened today that I actually have not started my regular work day yet.
I was just chilling. I'm drawing Cyberfrog, listening about Jeffrey Epstein, enjoying myself, and still whipping the comic industry ass. Yeah, I don't, they're all in very, very, very deep denial about this. I don't understand how, your royalties are going down. And don't tell me, your
pencils are going down.
Your pencils are down. Your royalties are down. Work, your sales are not as good as they used to be. You can see it all the time. You can see that, now most DC Comics, the vast majority, only about 5 DC Comics right now are above the $40,000 sales threshold for royalties. And you're just in this deep denial where you hear comics are selling better than they were in the 90s.
Even like the assignments, like I remember when Gail Simone first got popular and they were giving her series with like good characters, the Secret Six. And she even did a Deadpool run, although it was called Agent X, I believe. And then she got like a Justice League, the hypothetical woman drawn by, oh gosh, I always screw up his name, Jose Luis Garcia Lopez.
Yeah,
fantastic. And now what is she writing right now? Inventory stories for Walmart comics, essentially cereal box giveaway, and that's what Tim Seeley. That's what they're doing, right? People are just getting hodgepodge, like whatever assignments that are for people breaking into the industry. Hey, would you like to write a Blue Beetle backup story for a Walmart 8-pager? I've been in the industry 25 years. No. And that's the type, they're like, I just got another contract. Okay, cool.
I just don't understand. While, there's this weird kind of euphoria that happens when you're bleeding out and your brain slowly goes dead.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's basically what this is. You realize you guys are about to die.
Nature shows where the hawk has the little, field mouse, and the field mouse is struggling, but at some point the field mouse kind of realized, like, yeah, it's a wrap for me. So it just gets like really calm, and it just slides down the gullet. And it's snakes too. You see this all the time. They don't fight the whole way down. They get about halfway through the jaw. They go, oh yeah, I had a good run.
Yes. Absolutely incredible to just watch this stuff go on. Well, I mean, here's the thing. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe Zack. You can choose, if you want, to believe this Comicron report we just debunked, or you could believe your own eyes and your own experiences. Because, like I said, the royalty checks are decreasing. You're watching the sales of comic books go down. You're watching comic book stores close. And if you didn't watch that happen in 2009 or 2019, where it was observable, 2020 is going to be a motherfucker when we get on the other side of COVID. You're going to see more and more stores closing, sadly. I don't believe the comic book industry is going to get up better than its, what was it, like our comeback is better than our setback, whatever that was.
You know about the PPP program, right? Payment Protection Program?
No.
Okay, so actually I'm surprised. Every time I mention this to someone, people go, no, I've never heard about that. Okay, so have you ever wondered why there was like 1 or 2 dozen comic book stores that went out of business and not like 300, considering there's been almost no revenue for the last 3 months.
Mm.
They have this thing called the Payment Protection Program, and that is that you can get a loan from your bank on your business account, but that loan is guaranteed by the government, and the government has said very blatantly, you do not have to pay back this loan, we will pay it back for you. And it's to cover your salary expenses. So you prove what you've been paying people, and you can't fire them, you got to keep them on staff, and then you get a free check. And they've gone through, I think, 2 rounds of it so far. And IDW's done it, Diamond's done it. I mean, honestly, probably pretty much everyone's done it. Technically, you qualify for it since you're your own boss. So that's what's been keeping these stores and these companies alive. And they've still had, layoffs and furloughs and things like that. The PPP, they are like, each one has to be voted by Congress and allocated, and then it runs out, and then they do another one. But they're only meant to be like when people physically can't go to work, when towns are shut down. It's looking like that's going to be about another month or 2. So by October, that's not going to exist anymore. And that's why I'm predicting a super apocalypse in this fall, winter, and spring, where all of a sudden the PPP is not around anymore. And now it's like, oh, because I've seen, tweets and blogs from, some guy in Brooklyn. He's like, we're making about $30 a day, $100 on New Comic Book Day from people walking into the store.
Yeah. That's horrible. That's incredible. All right, let me read the super chats here, Zach.
By the way, you just clicked off that. They got the 480-page Plastic Man with a rubber. Can you go back?
Yeah, I will. Hold on a second. All right, here we go. Yeah.
Stretchy rubber band belt. Come on.
Wow. There it is. It comes with a rubber band.
That's slick.
Yeah. Very nice. Yeah, Rubber Banded. This is great. Kyle Baker did this book back in 2002, something like that. I remember when this was happening. I was very jealous of it. But it's a very nice reprint.
Remember they used to do a thing, and they still do it to some extent at DC, where a character will all of a sudden have one creator who kind of like unofficially owns them. So for a little while, Kyle Baker owned Plastic Man. For some reason, Gail Simone owns, Batgirl, or kind of did for a while.
Yeah, yeah. Well, very nice gimmick here. It's a wacky book. I guess it's a little bit of fun. I don't remember liking it. I just remember being like, oh, cool. He had a great name called Rubber Bandits. That was the name of the of one of the series he did, Plastic Man Rubber Bandits. I was like, aren't you clever? I'm patting you on the head. Very, very clever. Do as you're told. This is your boy Zach's new comic book. Links in the description. Let's get him to 40,000. Thanks for backing.
Yeah, and at 40,000, I'm going to announce the next stretch goal for 50,000.
Oh, I know what that is, right?
Yeah, it's that piece of art I showed you.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, back Do As You're Told, The Ballad of No on Indiegogo. The link's in the description. Back Cyberfrog 2 Wreck Planet. Get a Cyberfrog toy. Get one of these little, oh, you guys are backing it. Thank you. And Cyberfrog Unforgettable Tales, which ships next week. Beautiful, shiny foil covers. You saw those, right, Zach? Did I show you the foil covers?
Yeah.
Oh, they're just glorious, man. I love making comics just because I'm making the comics that I'd want to buy. If I saw them on the stand, I would buy this. And I think that's the best thing. All right, let me read the super chats and get you out of here so that you can do your thing. Zach, thanks for coming on. Everyone loves it when you make an appearance.
No problem. Thanks for. I had to get this out of my system, even though I already did a video on it.
Yeah, we got to debunk these weirdos. And guys, take this information and just go right to these guys and cram it right up their fucking holes, because all these guys are going to kind of dance around and talk about how Comicsgate's wrong. They're feeding themselves lies, and they're trying to feed other people lies, and they have an agenda, and that agenda is to silence Comicsgate, to silence criticism, make us look like we are incorrect, but it's all propaganda. Little Poet Boy joined the channel. Thanks for joining. You're going to get a Rumblebee trading card. Hit that community tab and follow the instructions on the first message you see. Random name for $10 says, Zach, Good to have you broadcast. You need to do it a lot more to boost your sales. Are you able to give us any info about the Wade issue?
No, nothing new.
Charlie's London says, just want to say, E, that my mailing list hit 500 names in 30 minutes, or 30 minutes ago. Thank you for everything, everyone. You guys rock, and I'm so blessed. Congrats, Charlie's. L Argo 30 says, Zach, I want G.I. Joe style figures of the Jawbreakers, please.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That would be fun. Lord J. Bama fan says, teach us how your social security number is chosen, Zach.
Well, it goes by state and by year.
Saw for X Comic says, hi, Uncle E, tweeted you the link. Wait a second. So could you reverse engineer most of someone's social security number?
No. They just have, it's kind of like area codes, but there's a subsection, and you can tell what year it was issued and what state it's from.
Okay.
You couldn't get someone's entire. It's like no.
You could get most of it, though, with that information, couldn't you? Or
you could get 2 sections of it and then still have 10,000 options.
Right. Saw for X Comics says, hi, Uncle E. Tweeted you the link to my Indiegogo, Inventing Incidents. Thanks again. Critical Drinker, Frega, Scott Lobdell, and even Kevin Conroy helped. Congrats. And he says, hail chat, hail Comicsgate. Metal Movies and Brewski says, back Unforgettable Tales, The Ballad of No, and Black Flag. Sign up for Butch Cleaver today and back tomorrow to get limited Butch Cleaver trading card. Skits Comics says, back Skits now on Indiegogo. Skits is the only comic with 3 variant storylines, each with its own cover. Choose your adventure today. Captain Chokeout says, good evening, everyone. Here's a super chat. K. Brady, $10. Thank you. Says, superhero genre represents only 15% of graphic novels. It's half manga and half young adult. So basically, superhero graphic novels are not the reason for increase in that format. We know, yeah. Sketch Therapy, thanks for $20. He says, thank you for bringing Zach. More Zach, please. More Zach always. Zach's like the wind, man. When he's got something to say, he wants to come on. Other than that, I don't think it's something he wants to do regularly.
Yeah, I don't think you've ever like bluffed me off. You're like, nah, bruh. Like you're just always like, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, I asked. You should know. I asked Zach to come on, at least twice a week. I tried to peer pressure him, but when he wants to come on, it's because he's got something to say.
I don't want to talk about mummies for like 3 hours.
Are you sure? Those are fun streams.
Oh, somebody was saying they're like, Ethan doesn't do the piano or sing anymore because you pressured him. Can you undo that? And I said, no. My proudest accomplishment. You stop that emo Phillips style singing you do.
I'm doing it again now. Zach, your peer pressure wore off. Like I was about to start. I got on the piano today and I played a little bit of my music to myself and I went, yeah, maybe it's about time. Maybe I
got a title. Okay, so can you write a story called Read Past the Title Next Time, Dummies?
Oh, for this, yeah, I'm going to change the name of this for this live stream.
No, for your next song. If you said you're writing songs again, write a song called Read Past the Title, Dummies.
Or liars instead of dummies. Is Tim Seeley lying here? Is he just stupid? I guess he's just stupid.
Oh, he does. No, but none of these people read past the headline. Oh, no, Read Past the Headline. That's the name of the song. Read past the headline, dummy. They never, ever do.
Yeah,
they just go for like, oh, I can use it.
All right. So Leroy says, when are you going to have Rocafort on? He's going to come on. He did a Cyberfrog piece today. I put it up on Twitter. I basically said, I'm going to give you this much money, draw as much Cyberfrog as you want. And he's going to do another one in September. It looks like his schedule is filling up pretty quick, but he did his first piece today. He has trouble figuring out YouTube for some reason. And also English is his second language, but I'll get him on here. He'll be a regular ASAP. Plan 9 Good Time says, do a Whisper Network Part 2 stream with Zach, ? I'm told the new Whisper Network article is going to premiere on Tuesday. So Zach, if you have time on Tuesday and you want to go through the Whisper Network stuff, you're definitely welcome because a lot of it pertains to you. So think about that. Sketch Therapy says, no pressure, but when and if you can, please join us, Zach. So there you go. Everyone loves you, Zach.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. That's okay, Ethan. You know 2 Spanish words, so you'll be fine. That's right. I know agua and I know pendejo. I don't think either of those is really going to work too well. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming here, Zach. I appreciate it. Go spread the word, guys. You know, once you see that this is propaganda, I mean, debunk it everywhere that everywhere that you
I
find
don't
it.
know. I just say let them live in their delusions. I mean, the one metric they need on that graph is GoFundMe's to pay for rent and food, because that one's going to spike next year.
Let me just do this again. Hey, Zach, what books are you selling? Glad you asked. I don't mind showing you one more time. Zach's book is called Do As You're Told, The Ballad of No. And the link is in the description. I think Jawbreakers 3 is still for sale too, right?
Yes, it is.
What's that called?
And that's Jawbreakers Grand Bazaar, and that's one of the other these Do As You're Told in Pandemic. They were not planned. It was just me reacting to the world. So I was like, I got 4. That is way too many to be running at once. So 2 are about to be off my plate within a couple of weeks, and then I'll really start promoting Expendables and Jawbreakers more.
Cool. All right, let me see. We've got a couple more super chats that came in here in the meantime. Candice Bouliers is a new member, and welcome. Go to the community tab, click on that, and the first message you see is going to give you directions to receive your free trading card. Justin Dutton says, back unstitched part 1 of 2 on Indiegogo, all 48 pages of art already completed, a new, darker, all ages story. Chris O'Neill, thanks for the hot dog sticker. Jennifer Grover, wow, thanks for $10, says, EVS, I love the wig yesterday. I am wanting to know if your hair was like that when you were a teenager. Yeah, a little bit more flock of seagulls than that, but yeah, it was kind of long, and that's the color that it was. That's why it looks kind of natural on me. I think I look ridiculous, but it is funny. Andrea came down the stairs and she's like, "You're doing this again?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Do you like it?" And she's like, "I like the real you. I don't like this thing that you do." And I was like, "Okay."
That's what Magneto said to what's her name, Mystique.
What did he say?
You don't know about that meme?
No.
Show me the real you. No, the real you. You don't know that one?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Well, Andrea sees enough of the real me. I like the facade. I like to put on a little silliness every now and then. But thank you guys. Thanks for being here, Zach. I'm releasing you back into the wild to get your stuff done, and I'm gonna get back to work too. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow with another video. Adios.
Thanks.